What's up, guys? I've actually taken the last 3 days off. I've taken my first break from the daily vlog in 100 and something days. I've lost track of how many days I've been daily vlogging in a row now. But I've been sick for the last month or so now, and I just haven't been able to get over what I've had, and I've finally got on antibiotics. I'm on antibiotics now. I've had 3 days to rest, although I have been kind of planning stuff for the Finding Jamie channel and trying to figure out what route I'm going to take on that channel. I'm still figuring out if I should be every second day uploading, if I should be putting more effort into making the videos more creative, more cinematic, which obviously takes more time, effort, and money. I'm figuring out the route to take with all of that. But yeah, I just took the last 3 days off to rest. YouTube is one of those weird things because when I'm unwell, people always tell me, you need to take a break, you need to rest. Whereas when you have a regular job, I feel like people don't say that as much. And at this point in my life, I am having to work probably 50 times harder than I've ever had to work on YouTube. And I'm making 50 times less than I've ever made on YouTube. So I end up feeling like I can't afford to take a break. But I'm also starting to think that the daily uploads may actually be working against me. I think as the algorithm notices that each video is getting less views, it's potentially pushing them out less, overwhelming the viewers because they can't keep up with it. And the low views have made it so getting a brand deal on the YouTube channel very difficult. I've got a few brand deals on Instagram, over these last few months, but I haven't got any YouTube brand deals. So yeah, I'm kind of back to the drawing board on figuring out the strategy in all of this. That's where I'm at. But today I'm gonna go and see Zoe. She's got a school play. The kids aren't with me this week, so it kind of feels like it's a bonus day. I get excited to spend a little bit of extra time with Zoe than I would normally get to, have.
If you do all of them, go ahead, do it. Do all of them.
I see with Poe, it's kind of like trusting a stranger to tell a story to your kid, but the stranger is a robot that other tech companies trust. By that, I mean Apple. Apple seems to be okay with using ChatGPT to tell stories to your kids because in Apple's June Worldwide Developers Conference presentation, an executive said a handy use of ChatGPT would be to have it tell your 6-year-old a bedtime story about butterflies. The Poe Bear takes that same idea. It puts limits on the subjects you can pick and the length of the story, and it sends it to another AI voice program, and the whole thing plays through a squishy bear that takes batteries. Interesting little time we're living in, where AI is now cute.
Zoe wanted this thing called Poe, the story creating bear, and basically it's like a modern day Teddy Ruxpin that uses ChatGPT to create and tell unique stories that the kids can kind of make up with an app, which sounds really cool. And I was gonna go looking for it today, but I thought I would research it a little bit just before I get it. And I was just watching some videos on it, and I decided I'm gonna pass on this one because there's something about trusting ChatGPT alone with my kid that just doesn't sit right with me. I mean, every story is new and unique, and I guess obviously you can monitor it and not leave your kid alone with it, but I don't know. For me personally, having ChatGPT creating stories for my kids, it doesn't quite sit right with me. Normally before I get the kids books, I do like to read them first, or you know, I like to discern what they watch as well. So yeah, I'm gonna pass on that one. I'd love to know in the comments how you guys who are parents feel about this new technology that's coming out, putting AI in the hands of our kids. Am I just a grumpy old man for not being comfortable with it, or is this something that we should be having conversations about and figuring out whether this is okay to put in the hands of our children or not? Anyway, I'm gonna go find some Hello Kitty stuff for the kids. I feel a lot more comfortable about that. Zoe would love that. I wonder if they got a size 6, 7 or 8. I think that would definitely go down well. Got my bits and pieces from Chadstone. Now I'm in Dandenong and I'm going to this place that sells gymnastics equipment. The girls are obsessed with gymnastics, Ava especially. So there's something that I would like to get her for Christmas. So hopefully it'll fit in the car. Ideally, I'd love to get her a whole gymnastics set up, and the plan is one day when we're able to have our own house, or when I'm able to clear out the garage at my mum's house, to set up some gymnastics equipment for the kids to practice on and have their own space to, you know, just go and do their stuff. That's something that I really miss about the last couple of houses that we've had. We've had all that space, and the house that we're at now, there isn't space to really do much, and I have allowed the kids to spend a lot more time watching TV, and even on the iPad as well as I did at the previous 2 houses, because at the previous 2 houses there was just so much space for them to explore their energy in other ways. And at this house, I feel guilty that they're not able to explore their energy in as many avenues as they could at the previous houses. And I guess maybe that's just privilege. We were very privileged to be able to have all that space at the previous houses. I still limit the iPad time, but I do give in to letting them have extended time more often than I used to at the previous houses, just because I'm like, well, they don't have the big backyard anymore. I can't send them outside. I can't do all the stuff that we used to. So I really want to be able to get them moving a lot more, because I just think it's so important for kids to actually play, not just play or watch TV. So yeah, we'll see if we can get some equipment that we can fit in the backyard. I've got what I came for. I don't think you can quite figure out what it is. I'm sure Ava's gonna love this though. People here were really, really nice as well, really helpful. See you, mate. So I was reading this article yesterday about how most people donate toys right after Christmas, but the time that they should be donating toys is right before Christmas, and I felt personally attacked because I have a tendency to do that. You get all these new toys and suddenly you need to clear out room in your house, and you donate the toys after Christmas, but before Christmas is when they're needed the most. So I've got a lot of toys that I need to clear out and donate. So I'm just going through some of the kids' old toys now, and I'm gonna go through their toy box as well. The trick is to find the ones on the bottom of the toy box, because they're the ones that they likely won't notice missing, because they're the ones that don't get played with. But I also had a bunch of old toys in the garage that haven't been seen in years. I mean, obviously my kids could not care less about Sesame Street anymore, and there's no sentimental value in any of this sort of stuff. The stuff that does have sentimental, I remember Zoe when she was really little, she used to, see, this is the problem. I do have a little bit of a hoarding personality inside of me. When something has an emotional attachment, I just remember Zoe running around the house pretending to be Owlette. She probably doesn't want me sharing that story, but it was so cute. And I'll look at see, that's a hard one to get rid of. Something like this, these are cool. The kids probably would tell me not to get rid of it, but actually no, I think the kids will actually want this. I'll keep that one. Okay, I'm not off to a very good start. This one, Ice Age. They don't like Ice Age. That can go. And then there's also stuff that I think can just get thrown out. Like Anna, for some reason, doesn't have clothes anymore, so I don't think anyone's going to want that. This Barbie looks really stressed out. Still, I think her hair could be fixed. She can get donated. I'm just going to go through these toys and reminisce a little bit, and also figure out what we're going to donate tomorrow morning.